long. If that makes any sense. But basically what I'm doing is... I mean, we might be long. And if this shows up as like the VOD later, then you know that everything actually went well. And that things didn't go all wacky. Also, since it seems like it's going good, there's really not a whole lot for me to, everything seems to be going well. So there's not a lot that I could do, really, for the intro. As long as this all runs good, I'll just change the title, and then this is how we'll keep going. But I want to make sure that this, everything runs well. So the reason why I called this stream Get Ready for a Restart is because I'm just gonna run around and do some stuff, and if there are any problems that arise, like any glaring issues... Let's go over here. Do this domain. Not this domain, this commission. If there are any glaring issues that arise, I'm just gonna restart the stream. I'm just gonna end it. Like, if I start getting a bunch of lag, or... let me move around some stuff. If I start getting like a lot of lag, or if I get that thing that we had the other day where this thing that we had the other day where I was getting a lot of lag switching characters and couldn't fight, then I'll restart and I'll change some stuff. I switched over a couple things. I had some problems running Gamecaster a while ago, so I changed some settings. But I also think that might have caused some problems. I was using Legacy mode to help with a black screen I was getting. But that really hurts my my CPU. Oh, they're all dead. Except for you. That really hurt my CPU because I was running it on Legacy mode and that uses the CPU. What I'm doing now is normal mode on the settings, and that uses my GPU. So it should run a little bit better. I have the stream pulled up on a separate device. I'm still getting some lag spikes, or like just some frame drops. But I might be able to fix that just by changing some graphics settings. Turn off VSync. Unless that starts really hurting. Oh, somehow that seems like that made it worse. But anyway, I mean, we don't have to have it on 60 frames. I have it on 60 because it seemed like it was working well yesterday. But currently, the stream seems to be going a lot better. It could also be the new area. We're still getting some lag on the loading screens. Where should we go? Let's go right here. There should be some enemies here. But yeah, there's really not a great way for me to...
Wait, did I leave my apron outside to dry?
There really isn't a good way to, this is actually perfect.
Don't stand too close to me.
Let's do this here, and,
Let's light it up! Boba, get them!
Finally, hike to the ferry. Finally, hike.
Oh, and they're all dead now. Also, yeah, I switched over off stream. I was messing around with a version of the national team, right? Because I talked yesterday. I have this level 70 C4 Bennett that I never use for anything, and actually, he still only has 4 artifacts. They're all +0. He has a 2-piece Scholar and a 2-piece Exile. He doesn't have anything else, and I just gave him this prototype round core I was using on the Traveler for a while. But yeah, he basically, Bennett, I have him here. He's C4, and I've done basically nothing with him at all. And then on Zhongling, I just switched over. I took all of Diluc's artifacts, and now Diluc's got, I think it's 5-piece gladiator, and Jungling has his, Crimson Witch plus this Pyro Goblet. But yeah, basically, what do I have her? I only have her at C2, but I switched over all their artifacts because they use the same things, and I went around and I was like, wow, she's just absolutely destroying things with her Pyronado. Obviously, she doesn't have quite the same amount of, she's not quite as good, maybe, as,
Let's light it up.
Diluc. I know... Ooh, that was bad. I know that she can out-DPS him
You know a thing or two.
at C4 because of the increased duration of Pyronado.
Move. You know a thing or two. To the fairy.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh. There's almost not even a point to...
Let's light it up.
My blade.
Racing.
To the
we go.
fairy.
I think the lag that we're getting... I didn't know about the domain the other day, but I think the lag that we're getting now is just from all the effects that are going on. So I think we'll be good. So, the original plan I had... Actually, I think it's all the way back here. Here, I think. Maybe it's in Inazuma City. But... yes, the original plan I had for today's
Not
stream
bad today.
was...
Crud.
doing this, the Thunder Sojourn.
I jinxed it. Now it's bound to
Which is here.
rain.
Which is here in Rito.
Adventure time.
But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, this isn't a great, like, in general, this is more of like an Abyss team. But, and like hardly an Abyss team, because like I said, Bennett's got basically no investment. I got his talents up, I think as high as I can get him right now, yeah. They're as high as they can go right now. And he has the Rancor, and that's it. But... yeah. Obviously, there aren't any, shielders, and Xingqiu is really the only one that is our healer here. Let's talk to this lady. How have you been? Interested in doing some work for the Crux fleet? Do I know you? My apologies. Mu Chen. Mu Chen? Chief Technical Officer of the Alcor. Okay. Sea Drake kicked me out and made me come outside. I see. Move those lazy bones of yours and get some sun. It'll do you good. Okay, so now that's where here you are. So, you need help with something? Some technical preparations. Okay. Is there a rule after all? Whoever the boss... okay. Skill, as priority need to end the moment, certainly not to be delayed by a few odd jobs. So basically we're gonna run errands for you. You're a technical officer. Well, that's all for the chit-chat. What are we doing? Some samples. Ruin machines. And who is this employer? So you don't know. Okay. Yeah, so where do we find these? See, now you're asking the right questions. Trouble is, I've got no clue where they are. Great. Discovered strange electro phenomena. Okay. Ooh, what was that? That was kind of gross. Okay. So basically, we're gonna go to the plate. We gotta go to these places and complete the challenges. Fun, fun. Okay. What kind of challenge are we talking about? Well, let's. Okay, so after starting the challenge, travelers will need to use thunder spheres to reach the destination within the time limit. Characters carrying electric granite are affected by electro in proximity to the thunder sphere. Okay. The enemies. Okay. Where are we going? We go bam, 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 bam. Oh, is it still going?
Boba, get them!
Is that enough? Ah, this camera angle is, something.
Nice and spicy!
Yes, it is, certainly something. Where are we supposed to be going? Ah, over that way. I see. Well, we lost some time there. Now we gotta go down here. Okay, we completed it. We got it with more than 60 seconds left and more than 110 seconds left. So are these all? So this is 40 and 80. This is 75. This is 80. 120. And 90. Okay. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna lower the frame rate. It won't look any different on the stream because, the streams, actually it will look different because I could dip under 30 frames in the game. But I think, things might run a little bit better if I'm not trying to run things at 60 frames. We're at this part now. Now we're going. Now we go here. Now where are we going? We're gonna go. Oh, well. I guess I would fly there, but I guess I can't. Okay. Now where are we going? Or is this a different place? Are we not supposed to be going here? What's going on? Can I restart? I'm just gonna restart. While we're doing that, let me just pull some things up.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough
You
to
get to
convince
listen to,
anyone to become a
Kazuha
wanderer.
talk. Yeah. There's a couple more hours until the Grand Blue Fantasy event, August of the Dead, begins. So, Yeah, so
Wherever in this world I roam,
I gotta think of
carry
a
memories of my
good
home.
title for the for what we're doing. Good title for the stream. That's not get ready for a restart. You know what? I think we'll keep it for get ready with a
This
restart.
blade.
I think we'll just have a really
It is the
scuffed
last
stream.
link I have to the land of my birth.
Yeah, you know? I think we'll just keep it at that. Well, I guess I'll change it to... It worked. Yeah. That's what we'll call it.
There are leaves around,
Yeah,
and I
so...
know just
I'll
the
change
tune
the
to
stream
accompany
title
them,
as well.
if you wish to hear it.
Okay, so... We gotta get this Electrograna. Then we go here. And we got another one, and we went here, and then here, and then here, and here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And then we went here. And we summoned another one. And we went here. And then we went up. Then we went here, and then here, and then here, and then we went here. And then we had another one, and we went here, and then we went here, and then we went here, and we went here, and then we went here, and we keep going up. And then we go back down, I guess. And we determine that the... Did that work? It did work. Oh, and now I'm not electro-infused anymore. But... Or not electro, affected by electro. But now I should be, right? Is there a fancy thingy for me here? Yeah. And that teleports me over here.
Wind strike.
And that gives me these. Cool. But we got that one. So I guess we can go, we'll continue doing this. 80 seconds. Okay. I guess we'll do all of these. I guess. Where is it? Navigate. All the way over here. Are we? We're lagging again. This is... Why are we lagging?
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But
We
it's
should
best to
be-
dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
I'm gonna turn down some effects. Visual effects we can turn down, special effects we can turn down. Actually, we'll keep special effects at medium. We'll turn down the shadows and the visuals.
Time to go.
I think part of it is just with this new area, there's so much going on, and that's why it runs worse than things normally do. Ah, see, that's the great part about having this much energy recharge. That everything...
Booba, get them!
So easy to get your ult back up in it. Or you can just vaporize. And the best part is, too, she's got that thing where she gets that, seal that she applies that puts on pyro damage. So is this where? Here's the Oculus. Where's the challenge? Ah, there it is. It's nice that it's like an actual like mark thing too. We gotta grab this and then... That's not what I wanted to do. Excessive Electro. Okay, so this is just like Dragon's Fire. Ah, nice game. Nice. Classy. How much time was left on that one? More than 80 seconds. Oh man, and we're back to being just running awful. Yeah, the only thing I can think is that the difference why I'm having such bad problems streaming now as opposed to before is there's just so much more stuff that happens that's like going on in the game that just causes more lag. Although we did have some problems over in Mondstadt, but it runs fine when I'm not streaming. Also, challenge lag isn't the greatest. Like this. Like, hello? Interesting. We definitely got it that time. Just that first time, those ones at the end took a while. Let's go to this one, we got 2 more after this. Let's see. Hopefully it works a little better now that we're out of an area with so many visual effects. But, you know, what can you do? It's not unplayable. It looks pretty bad sometimes, but it's nothing like it was a couple days ago when I would attack or I would switch characters and the game would freeze and things just would not input or go through, or things would happen and there'd be like a 5-second delay. It's nowhere near that bad.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Why are you going all the way over there? What was the point of this? What was the point of you going all the way around?
Wind Strider!
Well, this looks fun. Can't wait to see what they do here. Where are we going next? Oh, that was enough to kill him? Huh. And we go down here. And we could fight him, or we could just come down here. Ooh, a little bit too far that way. I don't think we got any of the ones there. That was, I believe, an 80. I think, no, that was 75. That's the wrong button. So we'll have to redo that one. Yeah, that's 75. That's doable. Yeah, that's something that's doable.
Nice and spicy.
Oop, that was the wrong button. I guess one thing I could also do, there's a challenge there, is I could switch over to Razor and just run down with Razor and use this E to kill everything. But
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Ha. Yeah.
and it's times like these. Oops, that's the wrong character to switch over to. Come over here, please. It's times like these that I'm just not gonna use Razor's Burst because there's not a real reason to. Sure, I took some damage, but one, or like even this guy too, like even if it was both of them, they're not both worth using a burst on. And I can just use E and then just normal attack the rest of the time. Okay, so let's do this. We go here, then we go here, then we go here.
Nice and spicy. Ha.
Then we go here. It's still too long. I guess you really do. Ooh, didn't see this before. Cool. I guess we'll just fight the, we'll fight the enemies when they appear. Like the slimes and everything. Which was one of the reasons why I thought about switching over to Razor. You know, just be able to hit E and get the claw. But as we're doing this is a great time to just talk while we're not, you know, there's nothing going on in the story, I'm not reading dialogue, it's just a great time to just talk about things. Although not quite sure what I'd talk about. I know there wasn't really a lot of time during the stream, so I did it at the end last stream. Got that new album. If I stand here, I can actually get this. Which adds a little bit of time. Come on. Oh, Grip. Grip the run. Run's dead. Unless this goes very well. Nope. Still didn't get it. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but for now, what are we losing out on? We're losing out on 20,000 more on some enhancement ore. So I'm not too concerned about that. It might bug me that I don't have them all. Best time. I'm currently at 64, so I need to find 11 seconds somewhere. Let's go into this one. This is 120, and we need to get at least a minute. I don't have anything. This is the closest thing I have nearby. I'll get up that waypoint over by Magukenki too on the way. That'll be useful. Yeah, I talked about the Yorishika cover album.
Makes ornate umbrellas that block neither rain nor shine. Their sole purpose is for decoration upon a wall.
Go around this way. It'll probably be easier to find our way around.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
But yeah. I don't know. I always think of things to talk about during, either after or before the stream, and I never write them down, or I never remember them. What's going on over here? Hey, buddy.
Adventure time! Going in! Eat this! Boba, get them! Let's light it up!
I'm ready!
Really? Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Yeah.
Oh. There it goes. Waterlogged note. If anyone leaks the team's secrets, they should be held accountable. Ambush the shogunate soldiers. Yup. Attack and break the wards. Mr. Nathan. Nathan Drake? Destroy the dignity of our great Omakami. Things not go well, sacrifice yourself. Things go well, retreat safely. Okay. The above is strictly confidential, not words. Interesting. I'm sure that's part of something. Now, is there anything observed? Ominous energy. Something written on the lantern post. Soldier station here, any questions with the ward, please go to the Vision Gorge to talk to Mr. KG. Handwriting looks new, yet read by Lane. If you scroll on similar writing below, please don't believe these strange notes. We got no time to lose. This must be a new trick meant to slow us down. Whoever leaves the team without permission will be severely punished. Okay, so I guess that starts a little quest. But that's not important. The important thing is we get to this waypoint. Yeah, it's gotta be the visual effects that are causing lag on the stream. But now we got this. We got Magukenki down there. And we got our little marker down this way. But where is it exactly? There's a puzzle over here. Could it be down this way? It is. Which way are we going? We're going this way. Which way? This way. Oh, this might be the... Yeah, this might be the strategy. Easy. That was way easier than the last one. 120 seconds remaining? We're at 900. How much is it for Beto? We need 1,000 of the big ones. Oh, we gotta do this next. It's a separate quest, I guess. We'll get this last one. This should put us at enough. We don't have any waypoints over here. This is the closest one. I'll try to go straight up that hill. And I'll get that one at the top, because that'll give us access to the...
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
That'll give us access to the domain late. Hey, I didn't come here to fight you.
Get them! Rain cutter! No, my sword! Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy.
Let's light it up!
It's over!
Out of the frying
You're just
pan,
gonna
into the fire.
stand there?
Gonna
Okay,
hurt in the
bro.
morning.
Good down.
Okay. I mean, you kind of just stood in fire for a while there, but... GG, I guess. How about I just hit every button? Easy enough. I say, before getting stuck on this odd piece of rock. The clipping while climbing, I'd say. I've said this before. Definitely one of the weaker parts of the
Time to
game.
go.
Do we gotta fight you? If I don't gotta fight you, I'm not gonna fight
My
you.
lucky day.
Of course you had to disappear and Electro Grana. Now I can't get in here, can I? Because I don't have the Electro thingy. There should be, aha, there's your one. One right here. So that'll... My Electro Granum level is insufficient. I'll have to come back later. I have to go to the shrine to do that, I believe. I have to give them sigils. Hello, Nameless. What are you looking for? You don't know. Interesting. Have you looked all your pockets? Have you tried asking your mom to find it? Yeah, why did you go? What do you remember here? Or were you? Okay. This is gonna be a fight. This is like, Navarre. Alright, I'll fight you. I'll bite. Oh. Come on. This is a cutscene? Nice looking cutscene. Are you two gonna say anything, or? Okay, so this is an actual fight.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Boba, get them!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
You're toast!
Oh, this is overkill.
Cut down.
That was overkill.
This.
Hey Nameless, how you going? You are defeated. I've bet and lost. You should just calm down, bro. No? Interesting. I'm just a traveler. Huh. Interesting. This kind of reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima. Even says like a ghost. If you walk around. Yeah, where did you learn it? I'm just gonna train hard. A good sword, smelting plant. Hmm. Hut and fishing village. Under a cliff surrounded by the seas on all sides. The steps and then a slope. Okay. Yes, I think we'll go look for this. This is much more interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was just gonna be like a quick fight or something. So it seems like fishing village to the north. Surrounded with a hut. Interesting. So that could be here, where the hypostasis is. Although there don't look to be any houses. It could be the encampment. It could actually be a lot of things. I have to assume though it's somewhat close by. But that's neither here nor there. Because all we really want to do... Ah, these are like those little flower thingies, but with electro. What's the puzzle? Ah, I see a stone over here. And this connects me. And this connects. So what? Do we make this, and then do we...
Race you!
And do we whack this?
Now I got stomach cramps. Race you!
Interesting. Then... What about you? You're gonna be a dud as well. Can I move? I can't move any of you either, can I? No. Interesting that these will trigger. That will always connect to that. Those two will always connect. And then I gotta get this last one to connect. How far does this one go? Or is it, can I only be connected to so many at a time? Or is there something else that I'm missing? Ah, there was. Just put this here. And then I just gotta connect to the relay stone.
Nice and spicy.
Not that. That is not the correct one. But now...
Help! My dinner is attacking me.
Not sure I understand how this works. Oh, or maybe. I should take this and put this here. So I connect to the relay stone, and this connects here. So maybe... I need to put this here.
Race you.
And then I connect to this. I connect to the relay stone. Or... that connects. And then... can I also connect? I can. Now... I can only connect to here. Unless there's something else that I'm missing here. Maybe like a third. Or unless I connect this here. But this is too far. But this is... okay, so that connected. And then... okay, so that's what you were supposed to do. That's what I thought, you had to get them both up here. But anyway, we got this thing now. And what's blocking this? Oh, it just unlocked. And then it goes away. Well, either way, now that we've unlocked this, we're gonna go back here and heal. But yeah, what to talk about? What to talk about? I don't know. There were some things. I said this before. I just thought of some stuff, and I can't remember now. Oh, well, here's one thing I was gonna talk about. I looked into seeing if I could get a capture card for my 3DS. Because there are, and this ties into... Okay, yeah, I remember what I was gonna say now. Yeah, because this ties into that. I'd originally, one thing I wanted to do... There are a couple games I want to play. You know, mainly, there's a game by Level 5 called Fantasy Life on the 3DS, which I think is a really good game. I think it's got like a $8, maybe it's not $8, maybe it's $4. It's got like a $4 DLC that's like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Because it's basically an entirely new game. And in Japan, they were actually two different games. They were like a complete and a normal version that they sold separately, and the complete version with the DLC was actually cheaper than the base version, which is pretty funny. But, basically, it adds like... Basically, it's a new game. It's a completely... Excuse me. It's pretty much a brand new game. It raises the level cap from 100 to 200. It adds a whole new area to the game. It's got a whole new section of story. There's a whole new set of characters that are added. You get all of the classes get an extra 2 ranks that they can go to. So you normally classes called lives, or lives technically, have a bunch of different ranks that you can rank up by completing certain challenges and everything. Basically just game progression. You know how it's pretty standard stuff. And they cap at legend. If you have the DLC, after you reach level 50 and complete the main story, you can activate the DLC part of the story, and after finishing that, you can actually unlock 2 bonus things for each of the classes. So if you have a class at legend, you can talk to a character, and you can actually raise the thing. You'll get a whole set of new challenges based around the new story, like the whole new map that was added in the DLC and all the new enemies and everything like that. And you get a new set of challenges to rank up from legend to either demigod or demi-creator, depending on if you have the European or North American version. And then afterwards, once you finish all those, you get a whole new set, and you can rank up to either God or Creator with the European or North American version. And when you get to Creator rank or God rank, I'm going to call it Creator rank because I played the North American version. You know, I live in the US, so that's what all the names I'm used to. Once you reach Creator, you have the ability to double charge your special, and if you double charge your special, you have this thing called Creator Mode, which varies. I think it's around 3 minutes, maybe less, somewhere around there, 3 minutes of some superpower with all the combat classes and the gathering classes. And for the crafting classes, that's where the fun part is. For the crafting classes, double charging your special allows you to instantly finish crafting an item. And there are some items that you can use to get, you can like roll for random effects, and there's some really good random effects that you can roll for, or you can boost existing effects with like certain stones and everything like that. But for me, The main thing is creator mode. The 4 combat classes each have a unique thing. Paladin becomes invincible for, I think it's 3 minutes. It might only be 2 minutes. It's at least 2 minutes. You become completely invincible. And it's not like you don't take damage, it's you can't be hit. You become completely invulnerable. You don't have a hitbox while this happens. And your special gauge will passively charge up so you can keep using your special skill. So it's really good. A thing I ran for a while as Paladin was I basically had an armor set that was built around getting my special attack charged as quickly as possible, as many times as possible in that like 2 or 3 minutes, so I could keep using it as much as possible because I couldn't take any damage. I know that's a pretty popular way, because there's no way to aggro, so being invincible really doesn't have a lot of benefits outside of, hey, let's max out damage because I can't get hit. Mercenary has a pretty good one. I think you get double damage, or something like that. Maybe it's triple. I think it's double damage that you get, which is really good. You can hit the damage cap really easily. Hunter, I think, is the weakest overall, the weakest class overall as well. You use bows, and you have a couple special arrows that allow you to do different things. You can either inflict stun, you can inflict sleep and poison with your charge attacks, as well as just doing extra damage with normal arrows. The problem is, the poison in the game is really bad, especially for like the player. Enemy poison is meh. It's not much better. It does more damage, but it's still not great. Especially the endgame bosses that have that level of poison really don't do a lot anyway. Sleep is okay, but once an enemy gets hit with an attack, the sleep goes away, so that kinda takes a bit out of it. And, Stun. Stun is really good. It's one of the best in the game. But bosses can't be stunned, or at least you can't stun the bosses with the arrows, which makes it less than ideal. So I think Hunter overall is pretty weak. Their creator mode is decently good though. Basically, every single hit you do will be a critical hit, which means you can kind of stun lock bosses because they get stunned when you critical. So that can be good. But in general, my personal opinion, I don't think it's very good, especially not compared to the last one, Wizard. I think Wizard is the best one. You know, I used to play Paladin a lot, but I switched over to Wizard because it has some insane damage dealing. It's like, I can hit, like, just my normal basic attacks, if I crit, I can hit the damage cap, and it's really good. The creator mode, I think it's 3 minutes, and basically during that time, none of your spells cost any MP, or SP I think is what they call it. It takes no SP to use any of your spells, so you could just spam the X and A charge attacks, which use 20 and 30, and I think that goes down to 15 and 25 maybe, if you've maxed out the skill levels. But that's not the real draw. The real draw is that you can spam your normal attacks without having to worry about potions. And the thing that makes it so good, and they're thinking, well, why would you use normal attacks if you have unlimited SP? Why shouldn't you use the charge attacks? That's because... That's funny how those all spawned in. That's because...
Off we go!
I know a thing or two.
Clouds high. The birds come.
That's because...
Blake!
during the 3 minutes you have for...
No, my sword! Rain,
the creator
outlines your
mode,
fate.
you actually do triple spell damage, which is crazy,
There's more to the fairy.
especially considering there are so many items in the game
Fairy.
that flat out increase your magic damage. There's a password set that you can get right at the start of the game. It's a level 20 armor set, so you can't use it until level 20, but you can get it right at the start of the game for free, and I believe the hat gives you 30 magic attack. The robe gives you 20 and the boots give you 20. Instead of like other equipment that increases your intelligence or your focus to increase your magic damage, this just adds a flat number to your magic attack stat, which is super good. There's also a wand that gives you a flat 30% as well. They have those for the bow, the claymore, and the longswords as well, where they have I see, we're supposed to use the Wave Rider. They have those as well for the other weapons, but they're just not as good in my opinion. You can't really capitalize, because with the swords... Great. I do wish they'd make the hitbox on this a little bigger, not that it would have mattered there because I completely missed it, but the fact that you've got such a narrow bit to hit it on is a little annoying. But anyway, the reason why the flat magic attack is so much better on Wizard as opposed to the flat normal attack on the other classes is because if you're running Paladin, obviously you want to try and stack special skill damage. So you can spam your special Lumiere or whatever. And same thing with Mercenary, so you can spam Big Bang, and for Hunter, so you can keep using the Arrow Rain and hitting your... Interesting. Hitting your specials, but with Wizard... Come on. With Wizard, that's actually less important because... I hope this doesn't have like a time remaining thing, because I've done awful on this. With Wizard, there's really... Sure, you can go for the special attack, but they have so many items that just flat increase their damage. It makes it super crazy, especially with the different magic they have. The wind magic especially, it's a big multi-hit, so it does a lot of damage.
Into the fire.
Misclick. All parts of the combo actually move forward, and there aren't any wasted parts of it. The other combos have... Was that not it? Oops. The other ones have ice or water magic and fire magic. Fire magic has a very low range because what is it? 1, 2, 3. The fourth part of the combo creates a wall in front of you that does a lot of damage, but only to enemies right in front of you. It kind of extends a little bit out. It's kind of like the X normal charged attack, but it's just part of the combo and uses way less magic. And the water magic one creates a bunch of ice balls in front of you that do damage, but only against enemies right in front of you. Whereas the wind magic, it does the same thing as the ice magic. You create a gust of wind in front of you, but they actually move forward. Okay. Let's see. Back to Genshin. During the Thunder Sojourn event, travelers can activate mechanisms enter the Lightning Round challenge. Starting the challenge, defeat all the opponents to the time limit. During the time limit, special Thunder Dwellings. Characters in proximity who use Electrina or use an Electro attack will charge the dwelling's energy. Electro damage, all characters and opponents. Okay. The big AoE. And so if you're protected by an Electro Grana, you'll be okay. So I guess that's why this is here. Let's start the challenge.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Boba, get them!
My blade! You don't think you're serious? Let's get down to business. Going somewhere?
Wind Strike!
Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy.
Ring cutter! No, my sword!
Oh, they all just kinda died, huh? Complete lightning round challenge. 4 times, hit 3 opponents simultaneously. Hit 3 opponents simultaneously. Trigger it. Huh, so this is this just one challenge over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? That's kind of boring. Let me go back and check those rewards, because that's kind of lame. But they all give Primo Gems, and they all give the small crystals. So I guess that's good. Plus, this one should be easier. Let me summon this. Oh, it's a different spot. Oh, they move around. That is cool. Okay, I was gonna say if it's the same thing, then that's gonna be super boring. But yeah, you can stack a lot of magic attack, and you can actually get bonus magic attack if you randomly roll attributes when you craft items. That's part of what makes it so strong.
Time to act.
But part of it too also is with wind magic, since you get the most amount of hits, even though I think technically it does the least amount of damage of all the magics. Because it has so many hits, and you're maximizing the damage that you do per
The
hit.
rain has stopped. Any longer, my books.
An aged sailing log, torn and failing apart. Uncle Onitaka is going to send people to Sumeru. A naval battle a few days ago in the Eastern Sea, it might be a good opportunity to scavenge some loot. I pray that Uncle Onitaka has a safe trip, even though we who have abandoned the Shogun have no god to pray to any longer. Alright. But yeah, because you can stack so much magic attack, every time you do a hit, you're doing more damage. So that's why wind is the best, even though it does the lowest amount of base damage. Because it does the most amount of hits, you'll end up doing the most. Ah.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
This is also not what I wanted to. Just do this. Ah, yes. You especially.
It really hurt.
Okay then.
Let me weave you a verse.
Let me activate this as well.
Body and mind.
And there it is. There's another one.
Race you.
I have no desire to charge that up anymore. See how we did on that one. We got 2 triggers. Hit 3 opponents simultaneously. Ah, so we probably don't wanna... Actually, what we can do... How many times do I have to do this? 8 times. What we can do, actually, is... I'm going to... For some of these, I'm going to switch over to... my Eula team. And the idea here that we're gonna do here is with Beto, we're gonna counter. And what we're gonna try and do is we're just gonna bait and wait out everything, and we're just gonna aim for that second one of hitting 3 enemies at a time and triggering it so many times in a round. Because I figure you focus on one thing to work on. I have to check out those too. Focus on one thing. And then don't worry about the other stuff. There's one. Plus, like, easy energy recharge, boys. Where's the Electrograna? Hit this, hit another one of these ones. Boom, there's some more. Then all I gotta do is do another one of these, maybe get that shield up.
I'll catch up.
And you just gotta stand here and hit that with the charge. Do another Electrograna. Wait for this to charge up again. Basically just gotta run around here. Maybe I'll stand in this fire a little bit. Do a little bit of damage. Nice. Yeah, that was a nice one. Let's see. Wrong button. But yeah. Okay, so now we can just focus on triggering it and just completing it. Although, this actually is probably the easiest way to do it. Just Beto counter everything. Actually, there's no point teleporting. Yeah, I think that'll be the play. I'll just counter everything with Beto, and I'll just stand there. Ooh. Please don't do that while I'm swimming. Good. Yeah, I think this is just the way to do it. I'll have Beto, I'll just hold E, I'll counter. It'll charge up the stuff. Yeah, I think that's the play. We've got Noelle and Ning Guang for the supremacy. And also if we run into any mages. Like, this is perfect. Just gotta bait you all. Come over here, please. Let me just yeah, like, easy. Easy. Run over here, please. Yeah, easy. Time limits? Nah, fam. Who needs time limits? Yeah, who needs time limits when you got this stuff? This is great. I'll just stand here. Come on. There's at least a little bit. How we doing? Yeah, now we just gotta finish it. Wow. Lightning round, eh? I would have expected like a timed. This is nice. This is fun. Yeah, I think so far at least, I think they've done a pretty good job with the events. Even though I haven't complete all of them on the first one, the Blitz one. It was very fun. I liked how it worked. The lag was just because I'm streaming, because I'll do it again off stream and see if I can do it. But some of those I'll definitely play again just because that was a cool mechanic and I like how that works. And I like that they incorporated it into an event. So you can really just do it all at once. You can just go zip, zip, zip. I think that's one of the coolest things. I would have loved if they had like a grappler gadget or something. I think that'd be really neat. And what we're doing here is looking for an Electrograna. Is there anyone nearby? No. What are we trying to connect here? Are we trying to connect them all to here? Cause what's going on here? Or is there a hidden one somewhere that we need to bring over? There's a viewpoint. Snag that. Hello. Front line. Kanazuka. Well, anyway, that puzzle isn't why we're here. We're here because of this thing. But yeah, Wizard, Fantasy Life. It's the worst early on because of the high SP cost. Mercenaries are the best for just for pure damage early on. But it's so good end game. It's so good. But yeah, the reason why I talk about that is because I was working on, or I was looking at getting a capture card, or how to get a capture card, because I wanted to maybe play it on stream. The only problem being, of course, it's a 3DS game. I could emulate it, but I don't really want to. Was that it? That was pretty quick. I don't really want to. I have the game. Plus, It uses like the touchscreen, and I don't know how well that would work on an emulator. There's a big part of it. So I was looking at a capture card. Where do we go next? Over here. The Wave Rider's here. I might as well just teleport over here. But yeah, I think it'd be a fun game to play. If nothing else, I have an account, or at one of my profiles on it, one of my save slots, is pretty much an endgame one. I've maxed out 200. Almost all my skills are maxed out, and I've hit the money cap several times. So that's fun. And basically, that'd be like a nice chill thing that we could do. I could talk while I grind for gold coins or something on there. That'd be a fun thing that we could do. The other thing is I have currently working on a second slot with a female character, just to have both of them on there, so I can, I don't know, create equipment. Come on, when do you attack me?
Back off!
And then I guess I'll activate
No
shield.
stone.
Actually,
Crush!
I can super contact both of you.
Shudder!
And I can get some of these. I know you're getting ready to attack, but there you go. Yeah, I thought about playing that. Or maybe just like starting a new character for stream. But it's a really fun game. I like it a lot. And it's more of a niche game, I think. I didn't ever really see a lot of coverage for it. And never saw like any big channels playing it. Maybe I just wasn't looking in the right spot. But I never saw any like really big Let's Plays or streams of it. Which I think is a shame, because it's a really well-made game, I think. Especially for a game that came out in 2014 for the DS, like original 3DS. It's pretty good. There's a lot of humorous dialogue too, but it's definitely got its whole, it's definitely not like... It's not like Miitopia or like some of the other fun, it's got its rated everyone 10 and above rating, and you can tell, but it's still a fun game. And that is one thing I want to do. I do want to try and play like not as well-known games, partially because obviously there are less people doing those, right? So
Beg for mercy.
obviously that means it'll be a little bit easier for people to find me here. Wow. But also, there are games that I like, that I just don't see a lot, and I think part of that is people just don't know about them. So,
It's nothing.
if I can help people, like, if I can expose the games, because I really like these games, or I think they're interesting, there's something about them that I think is unique. Obviously, I want to share that with other people. It's actually one of the reasons why I play Magikami. You know, when I first started playing it, I was like, oh wow, look, it's another, like, gacha game, wow. But, aside from the fact that, I mean, it's pretty gacha-y, it's a lot different than a lot of others. It's actually... I don't play that many. I play Memoria Freeze, I play Grand Blue, I play Fire Emblem Heroes, I play Destiny Child, and of course I play Magikami. And I play Genshin. I don't really consider this like a gacha game in the sense of what you think of when you think of gacha games. Obviously it's a gacha game. But to me, that's not what I think of in a gacha game.
Crush!
Am I gonna lose here? No. Zila's physical
Beg for
damage
mercy.
is dumb.
Eye for an
Here it
eye.
is. Oh wow, that didn't kill. That did. But yeah, I do want to play a little bit less known games. And even though Magikami is really a gacha game and like a gacha game, were like horrible rates, you know. You got sparking, usually about 300 pulls. I mean, that's a pretty normal spark thing. I mean, not that I would know that much because Magicami and Grand Blue are the only two games I play that have like sparks like that, and the other ones have like Memoria Freeze still doesn't have sparks. So if you want to max limit break things, you need 6 copies, and you only get like 3 pulls on the banner that have guaranteed 4 stars. The rest of them are all flux. So you get a guaranteed 4 star on your first pull for 400 Iris. Then the next 2 are guaranteed 3 stars and above. And then that 4th one is another guaranteed 4. And you can only do that so many times. Excuse me, I think it's 3 or 4 times on the banner. And then you can't pull anymore. They might have changed that, but that's how it used to be when I played a lot. And that made it kind of hard. Unless, of course, you bought Iris, because if you used paid currency, you had guaranteed pulls on characters where you would absolutely guarantee get them. And then they had special things where you could choose like 3 characters that you wanted to get and you could pull them. But Grand Blue, obviously, you spark with 300 cerulean sparks. And
Steady-us.
that, of course,
Crush.
is 300 pulls because you get 1 spark per pull. And then, of course, Magicami, you get seals, dress seals, that you get for pulls. And you get 1 per pull, you need 300 to get a guaranteed dress. Now, there are, among the other games I play, Genshin, obviously, there is no spark. You get pities, but that's with the 50-50, although if you check, I don't know if I showed this on stream, on the weapon banner, you actually have this thing called the epitomized path that they added, where every time, once you get 1 fate point when you receive a 5-star weapon that's not the one you choose, and then once you get 2, so basically if you hit pity twice, and you don't get whatever you want, I have it set to the Mist Splitter right now because, what's the other one? I don't have any. The Skyward Spine? Why would I want Skyward Spine? I mean, Zhongling is the only polearm character I have, and she already has the Jade Spear or whatever, Jade Cutter. Plus this thing, it's a sword, it does crit damage, it's good for Ayaka, I think. But, also, you'll see I have a lot less I pulled, and I believe I'm at 30 pity. But I got Yanfei, and I might pull... I kinda want to pull for Chongyun and Ningguang, but it's only 2 weeks left. And I want Ayaka, but I really don't want her that much. I mean, she's a good character. She pairs really well with Venti, and of course, I have the national team with Kazuha. So, she's good. And she's definitely more like cryo damage than Eula is. But it's a kind of thing where I don't really know if I'd really use her. And I do want Yoimiya, even if I'm not going to use her, because between the two of them, I like her better. Although, I have to say, Ayaka, with her Japanese voice, is pretty nice. I'll pull once, you know, I might pull more later. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Another blue weapon. But I'm going to be aiming for Yoimiya. So we'll see. Where's the next one? Is it far away? Hopefully it's not far away. Or are they all gone? Have I gotten all the ones for today? Do I have to wait until tomorrow? Nope, it's over here. So, where should we teleport? We'll teleport here, get this Wave Rider, and then we'll move on and unlock that one. I think that's what we'll do. A little bit more talking time. It's pretty fun talking. Having a nice chill, like, stream where I'm just talking, even if I'm talking to myself. But you know, That's not the important part. The important part is that I am talking, which means there's commentary, there's things happening. If somebody pops in, there's something for them to watch. All attack me. Oh, guess not.
Beg for mercy.
All attack me. Yes, that's what I wanted.
Shudder.
Hey, and I got an achievement. But yes, if somebody does come in, I'm talking. And really, I'm talking on the VOD. You know, this stream is gonna disappear in what, a couple days? A week or two? What is it, 14 days? This stream will be off the channel. And Twitch will delete it. But it'll still be on the archive channel. So, yeah. Ah. There are 2 others of you. I can't wait to have you finish this. And then I will forget about this. And I'll find some other Sealies, and they're like, where are you going? And they'll come back here, and I'll be like, ah, yes, I remember this. If we go here... Did they fix... Let's see if they fixed this. They did. They did, they fixed it. In case you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when exiting the Wave Rider beforehand, like on the Golden Isle. Or the Golden Archipelago. When you exited...
Beg for mercy.
Oh wait, did they finish it? Actually, I think I'm confused about the wrong thing. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Shudder.
I feel like I just stumbled into this.
Beg for mercy.
Please don't give me reinforcements either.
I can... eye for an eye.
Nope. I got an achievement there for something too. I'll test it when we go back around. But basically, one thing that used to be a weird thing that would happen would be if you got into the Wave Rider, and I can test it right now by gliding into it. If you got into the Wave Rider with less than full stamina, the Wave Rider would have less than full stamina. But when you get out of the Wave Rider, no matter what the Wave Rider's stamina is, you have full stamina. So we'll see if how it works. They fixed it. They now have separate stamina, that's good. It used to be that it would have depleted stamina to match whatever character had gotten in. But now it doesn't. That's nice. There's also this. And there's 2 of them. How convenient. Well, let's preemptively get one of these going. And, get another one of these going.
It's not over.
Actually.
Don't waste my time.
Steady as stone.
And then I'll just do this. Get some healing.
Someone needs assistance.
And while you're over here... And then you're the only one left. And that really did hit me. That didn't do as much as I thought it would. A little too early on that one. I haven't been keeping track. I don't think we've hit 10 yet. No, we got one more. But yeah, it's nice to see that they changed that. But yeah. Even if I'm not talking to anybody in the stream, there's at least stuff for the people watching the VOD to listen to if they watch the VOD.
More
And of
speed.
course, you'll notice I probably have some empty... I don't even think they show up because there aren't any videos in them. I have collections on Twitch for previous streams that we've done. But I don't think they show up because all the videos that were in them have been deleted off of Twitch, which is why you go to the archive channel. Because this is me coming from somebody who watches people. There is nothing more frustrating as like a content consumer than having
Let's get down to business.
like a YouTuber or a streamer or whoever it is that you follow or watch and seeing that they have missing videos in a playthrough of whatever game they're playing. It is one of the most it's one of the most annoying things in my opinion that can happen.
The fairy.
It's just so...
I must leave no
I
stone
don't know, it's just so frustrating to like try and find something or seeing something and want to watch it and it just not being there.
This will do.
For example, there is a
Shut up.
streamer I watch on Twitch. He does some reactions to a
I condemn you.
show I watch. He did like some watch-alongs. And it was great.
More speed.
What was that? I got hit by something. Oh, I got hit by that. It was great. But the problem was... This charges pretty fast, actually. The problem was... some of the videos weren't still up. I assume it was like copyright problems. So there was actually a whole season that was missing. And that was one of the seasons that I really wanted to see a reaction to. And so that kinda was upsetting because it was just a whole part of the story that wasn't there. And he's also played some games before that I've seen like clips of. And I've always wanted to like see the full
You
game.
want to learn
It's
some Favonia's blade work?
pretty fun game. He played
Alright
Detroit
then,
Become Human,
I'll teach you.
but
Oh yes.
the VODs aren't
I'll
up.
teach you all right.
And
Mark
actually,
my words.
he was playing another game recently, and while I was watching one of the VODs, it got deleted off of Twitch. So I was watching the video, I was watching the stream, and then it disappeared, and I thought that was pretty funny. Kind of annoying, but it was pretty funny. And it's just stuff like that, where maybe you want to watch something, and it's just, or you watch something before, and it's not there anymore. And that's especially for me, since I'm not partnered or affiliated, all of my streams go away very quickly. I do stream, I try to stream every day, Monday through Saturday, but on the weeks I can't, and the days I can't, even if I can do it every day, those streams still eventually do disappear. I'll talk to her quick. Thanks for the clues you got back. Now I have to pinpoint the location of the ruin machines. Cool. We need to take care of a little problem before we do that. What problem? Some electro anomalies, okay. Now we gotta get rid of these new ones. Bring samples back. And secondly, merchant fleet. Yeah. They need to sell them. How are your studies going? Might give the correct fleet a new way of dodging thunderstorms. Interesting. Kinda like the, Thunder Crown, or the Thunder Helm in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, easier to get back and forth. Interesting. Carbon dating, but with electro. No. Final stretch. Alright. What are we doing this time? Over here now. Weaving lightning. Interesting. But yeah. All of my VODs will eventually be deleted off of Twitch. That's just how it goes. That's how it works for everybody, pretty much. Unless you upload them. They all just go away eventually. So, with that in mind, let's see how this works. During a Thunder Sojourn okay, delete all the opponents. Nimbus gems. Link to a character carrying an electric gun are affected by Electro. Various buffs. 1 link. Continually recharge energy. 2 linked. Increase damage with their burst. And 3 linked. Shockwave with any attack. They have a cooldown. What kind of cooldown? Doesn't say. So, with that in mind, does that mean it's national team time? Or are we gonna stick with good ol' Eula? I think we'll stick with Eula. We'll see how this goes. Yeah.
To ashes! Crush! Freeze to the core! Rack and ruin!
Isn't over.
Yeah, that was definitely the way to go. So what do we got to do? Complete it. Defeat 15 opponents while linked with 2. Defeat 20. Defeat 40 while linked with 3 gems. Okay, so this might be another... kind of group up in the middle thing. That might be something for the national team. I'm a little disappointed you can't teleport to the Wave Rider waypoints though. Sorry about the pause. I was just getting some water, or not getting, I have some. Drinking some water, I've been talking a lot, and I didn't want to... You can probably hear it in my voice. I didn't want to go... I mean, if I do it, it kind of defeats the purpose of muting, but I didn't want to fill the mic with sounds of me drinking water and the straw rattling around. I didn't think that'd be a great time, especially with how my mic works and how, like, close up it is. I don't think anyone wants, like, an in-your-ear kinda slurping sound. At least not from me. I'm sure some people it'd be great, but I don't think any of you want to hear that from me. What was I talking about earlier? Oh yeah, so my videos will eventually just be deleted off of Twitch. And if I don't upload things, or if I don't stream enough on the channel, there won't be anything on the channel, which is why I have the link to the archive channel, because there is in fact stuff to watch. And especially with Magikami, it's been a while since I've streamed that. Where are the...
Let's get down to business.
Oh, this is a different thing. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. That explains a lot. But, of course,
There's more.
I've been... When we do Magikami, whenever that happens, it's really just a good, like, talking game. Especially with all the auto-skip. I don't know when I'll do the next one. I think I might do it when... Excuse me. Do that when Magifest happens in the fall, or something like that. There's supposed to be... Supposedly, there's supposed to be a Quintessential Quintuplets collab sometime in November, I think it is. Which I'm excited for. I like Quintessential Quints. This is what we were looking for. But yeah, and by then, hopefully more of the story comes out. But by the time that rolls around, By the time that rolls around,
Power that ended Haishan!
well, you know, you're supposed to come over here and fight me. No, you're supposed to come over here and fight me.
Shudder!
By the time that rolls around, all of the VODs, I mean already all of the Machikami VODs are gone.
Flood of frost!
So there won't be like
Eye for an eye! The odds are against us.
anything about what's going on in the game. When we play the story, no one will know what's happening. Yeah, no one will know what's happening. And because of that, it won't be very fun to watch.
Leave it all to me. Beg for mercy.
That's one down. So obviously, if you wanted to see them, you gotta watch them on the VOD. That's why I have the VOD channel, because of course, all those old videos, even though as unexciting and as boring as they may be without commentary, none of those would be around. And deal damage. Oh, so this is deal damage using shockwaves. Okay, that's way easier, and this is just defeat opponents with 2. Okay, that's much easier. I still gotta aim for having all 3 connected at all times. That makes it much easier. Before we move on to the next one, depending on where it is. Is this it? No, this is the connector. Bolt Blitz. This is a fun one. This one is really good though. Lightning round, so easy. It's so nice. It's such a nice, and it's not just like fun because it's easy. It's a genuinely fun thing of being able to link all the stuff there, and then watching them release the shockwaves and seeing all the enemies go flying. It's so, like, that's so satisfying to watch. That's really fun for me. Especially with Beto, it just works so well with her. But no, I'm starting to think maybe the better team to be doing these, unless they seem to all be one-on-one opponents. I hope they're not all one-on-one. But even if they are one-on-one, this will still work. We're gonna switch over here. Probably should have healed first. But we're gonna try around in this team. Hopefully some more enemies, get some AoE. Get that all sorted out, and Kazuha can hopefully do some grouping. But yeah, I try to make the VOD channel as visible, I guess, as possible. I have a banner for it on my about page. There's a link in my about page. It's on my Twitter. You know, I mean, I've got the chat bot going out here with links to the archive channel. And I think that's really one of the best things to do is just, hey, the videos aren't going to be here, but there will be other videos on there. And of course, it's a little bit of extra kind of like outreach. I don't market too much, partly because I don't want to seem like, I mean like, hey, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube. I don't really want to do that. Yes, this is what I was asking for. Because I don't think that's very exciting, and I mean, I wouldn't really want somebody spamming in like everything, like everyday spamming, being like, hey, follow me. So I try not to do that myself. But obviously, if you don't put yourself out there, you're not going to get any sort of exposure. So there's a fine line of balance between, like doing shameless promos and, actually doing what you need to do to market. And I've got to get the Grana again. We're gonna hold all of you here. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, then we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna quickly grab this. That's just shockwaves. Ah, and of course we got that passive energy recharge, which is great, too.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword!
Nice. So that should have done some decent progress on the, good old weaving lightning. How are we on the shockwaves? Halfway on the shockwaves. We're getting there. We're about a third of the way on the defeating enemies. I think this is a good choice. Since we just finished that one up, I'm gonna teleport over. Where's the next one, first of all? Oh, over here. So I'm gonna teleport... Actually, while we're here, I'm gonna go activate the waypoint. And then I'm gonna go back. Actually, we don't need to heal. We're okay. Search for the blade. Ah, here it is. So he said down the slope. But first, let's just investigate all this stuff anyway. There's a hilly trail here. There are 2 hilly trails here. And now they're getting vaporized. And now they're getting swirled. And now they're dead. Check down here. And of course we got some more hilly trails. Oh, you're the wrong person.
Wind strike.
For some reason I thought Kazuha would be on too. I do get this investigation. I guess we're supposed to be looking closer in. Enigmatic page. Torn page. Toki Alley Tales. It's right in this little spot. Let me check the quest. Behind the hut, he says, is a hill. So I guess this is the hill. Are these the swords? Wielding kids discard the blade. And the letter. Family letter. Well. Ah, that's what I thought. Do you not lead me? Let me go down here again.
I follow the wind.
Where's the Electroculus? Is it here? Is it below? Is it far above? I guess it's below. Is there an inside to this? There is. There's an underside. Is there a deeper underside, though? Well, that's not why we're here. We already got sidetracked enough. But yes. Ah, I bet if we follow this guy. We'll do that later. But yes. What was I saying earlier? We're gonna get this waypoint, and then... We still don't need to heal. In fact, I think we might have healed a bit. But... with that in mind... almost 2 hours. We might stream a little bit longer. I think we'll stream until we finish these. We can go over a little bit. It really doesn't feel like we've been streaming that long. I had a lot of fun this stream. I think that's part of it. I think the talking is a bit more fun than the... just like... turn that down. Well, just a bit more fun than the normal story stuff. but open up the menu here, just so we don't run into anything. And I'm gonna go grab some water. So I'll be right back and I'll have this playing in the background. And I am back. Not sure where, other than the fact that I may or may not have hit both sides of my foot trying to get back here. But yes, I feel like the mic's a little wrong. Move that a little bit. Hopefully that wasn't too loud or annoying. Is this a ley line?
One with nature.
Let me weave you a bit. Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Eat this!
You, Mr. Electro Mage. I want to deal with you first.
Why do they This is just
Oh.
my...
And then I die. And I wanna swirl all this as well.
Witness the power.
Mr. Mage. And of course you're still over here. Bennett has died. That was unfortunate. So where's the next one? Here. Nice. Go over to this. Heal up. But yeah, what have I talked about so far? I've talked about the capture card and the 3DS. Some of the more niche or less known games that I play. Ooh, this is a good one. Since of course I do stream now, it's been fun. It's nice having like a schedule kind of thing, especially since I'm not that busy right now. Or not as busy as I could be. But at the same time, I chose 3 to 5 because I felt like that was a good time. It's not too early and it's not too late because like I said, I don't really like going that long, even though I probably could. Especially something like this, I could stream this for a long time. But I don't want to stream too long. Of course, the time that I'm streaming, of course, is... obviously, it's
No, my sword! Rain
close to dinner
outlines
time,
your
not
fate.
quite dinner time.
Rain cutter.
But by the time that 5 o'clock, by the time I finish streaming at about 5 o'clock, in about an hour or so, people will be having dinner. And so, I don't want to interrupt that. I know there are also other streamers and everything like that. And I don't want to take up too much of your time, you know? Oh, did Bennett die again? Bennett died again.
Shoot! I can't afford any more bandages.
Nice and spicy.
I understand that, you know,
Let me weave you a verse.
sometimes you just got other things to do. And of course, with all the time I spend streaming, which isn't that long, 2 hours, it does give me a lot less time to do other things. For example, one kind of, I guess, unfortunate thing is that there's quite a bit of stuff that comes out, whether it be when other people stream or whenever that, other people I watch when they stream or when people upload videos on YouTube, it's usually around this time. So that does mean that I'm missing out a little bit. Not that, like, I can't watch it, but of course with streams, once the stream is, like, it's a live stream, right? You can watch the VOD, but the actual part of it being live, excuse me, is gone after that point. Of course, it also means that if I do watch it as a VOD later, I get a backlog. I said earlier, I was watching a VOD and it was deleted off Twitch. It was just auto-deleted while I was watching it. That was because, partially, those streams go live when I'm streaming. So obviously, I can't really watch it. There's not a whole lot of point in watching someone else stream while I'm streaming. And what do you want me to do? Watch it on stream? But it does mean, and of course there's a lot of back-end stuff too for streaming. I think it says in my about page, but I do everything relating to the stream on my own. I'm not like a pro at any of this. I know a thing or two. I can do some stuff, but of course, all the stuff that I do is all stuff that I do on my own without help from anybody else. Obviously, it's not like I can pay somebody to do this. I mean, I could pay somebody to do this, but why pay it when I'm not getting paid anyway? Like, I don't make... Currently, I don't make any money streaming. I just stream because I think it's fun. And I figure I'm gonna be playing these games anyway. And some of them, although Genshin doesn't really fit this, some of them aren't as well known. And I think it would be great to just expose them a little bit more.
Rain outlines your fate.
Obviously, some of that doesn't apply. Like, obviously, Genshin.
Let's light it up.
Anyone who would know about Genshin knows about Genshin. It's not something that, like,
Let me weave you a verse.
no one's ever heard of, and it's some super, like, niche or unknown game. It's very well known. And of course, I'm stuck on a rock right now. But even aside from that, actually, I'll come back here. Come back over here, fight you.
Nice and spicy.
Trigger some of those more explosions. And I guess he drowned. But definitely, I try to make things look good. I'm not gonna... I'll invest money, but it's not like I'm gonna go out and I'll buy a ton of stuff to do this. Or, let me correct that. I'm not gonna buy a bunch of super expensive things to stream, at least not right now. Because, I mean, as it stands, economically, it doesn't make a lot of sense to dump a bunch of money into something that isn't giving any money in return. And potentially might not. A little bit different than some other investments. I mean, you say, ah, that's an investment, that's how investments work. But it's a little bit different, just a little, in the sense that
No, my sword.
with other investments, there might be a payout. There's a higher chance that there won't be a payout. And so, I do the best with what I have. You know, I've talked about, if you see the specs, I'm not running the greatest setup here. It's not super advanced. It's not revolutionary. But it does what it needs to do. Plus, while the game might run a little better on my end, currently, there's a cap anyway on how good things can look, just because I'm not a partner or an affiliate.
Your fate.
So right now at least, part of it is the
Let's light it up.
kind of graphics and everything. Theoretically, right? I could run this stream at, like, I could go out and buy a decently good PC, or maybe get a better one, because I'll admit, pretty low end what I'm using right now. But I could go out, I could get something really fancy, and sure, maybe I could stream at 1080p, 60 frames a second, I could have like a 5K or like 8K bitrate, right? And I could probably play this on max settings and everything and be perfectly fine, right? But, one, it's going to be a terrible experience for you. Sure, the VOD might look good, it might look good on YouTube, but it'll be a terrible experience for anyone watching live, because, since I'm not affiliated or anything, whatever I have the stream quality is set at, is what you're stuck with. You can't change that. So if you've got bad or just like slower internet, and I'm out here streaming at like 8K bit, it's gonna be pretty bad. Also, if you could come back here, that'd be great. Oh, that's nice that that will trigger even if I'm not, like, nearby. Cool.
Boba, get them!
If you could come back here, please. Yes. Yes, yes. Ah, perfect.
That hurt!
That's not what I wanted to do. I thought I held that. If you could all move over here.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Witness the power of Gua. Know my sword.
Get those particles back.
Nice and spicy. Eat this!
Kinda shred through you on the overload and the electro charge.
Boba, get them!
Turn back over here, get the particle.
Ring cutter. Everybody stand back.
Man, this is fun.
This isn't good. Let me try.
This is just fun. This is great.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's light it up. Yeah. Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate. I'm going in.
Boba, get them! Eat this! Race!
Witness the power of Gua.
I wonder if I've defeated enough enemies or triggered enough shockwaves yet. Let's check. But yeah, while I could run things, I wouldn't really be able to increase stream quality. The games would probably run a little bit better, and I could maybe play some better games. But most of the games I play and want to play aren't necessarily graphically intensive. Of the games I've streamed so far, I think Scarlet Nexus was the most intensive. Obviously, Genshin isn't running great right now, but who knows? Now we just gotta complete it, so we can just play normally. Cool.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
And I could do that, but what I get out of it is I would have a better gaming rig so I could play more games in my off time. But it wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't be able to make a better, more enjoyable experience for all of you watching. And for that reason, I don't really want to invest in a really fancy rig. As for like graphic stuff, none of that. I don't do like all that stuff. I can kind of do that myself. Obviously it's not gonna be super good, but I could do it. I could maybe, I guess one thing I haven't done that I could do would be creating
One with nature.
my own custom
No, my sword!
transitions that I might do. But that's, I think, really for me, a more established brand maybe. Obviously, if I could do emotes, I would do emotes. But I'll most likely do those on my own because I don't know. Drawing is something that I think I could do emotes. Not to say that I'm like an amazing like top tier artist, but
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
I do think, and I do actually want to do my own emotes. I think that'd be fun, and that's something I want to do personally. So I'd do that anyway.
One with nature.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
You're toast!
Rain cutter! No, my sword!
Why are we going this way? We're supposed to be going this way.
Boba, get them! Race!
Another challenge complete. I believe this will be the last one we need to do. And the next part will open up later. This is Bolt Blitz. Here it is. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah. I don't think I can do emotes right now anyway. I don't know what I'll do for channel points either, but there's a lot of stuff. As it is right now, I think a lot of it's just branding. I do have my Patreon set up, and I do have a tier there that's pretty much just like the same thing as, I'm going the wrong way,
Race you!
as what a 1 month sub would be here. I think I set it to like $3, maybe it's $4, I think I put it at 3. If not, I think I'll move it down to 3. That basically, right now you can't sub to me, but you could over on Patreon. That'll obviously have its own set of benefits. I'll increase those as time goes on. Right now, it's just like a standard thing, a separate like patrons list at the end of streams and in the VOD descriptions, separate from like Twitch subs. If and when I hit 50 followers and get affiliate, that'll be a separate list. The patrons will be a separate list than the subs. Obviously, they'll both be at the end of the stream, and then the tiers, a lot of different things, and then increased tiers. Obviously, what I've set up right now on Patreon is the higher tier that you are, the way I've set it up.
The wind knows me.
The way it works is the more,
Everybody stand back!
I guess, recognition, I guess you could say, there's more call-outs for you.
Let me weave you a bird.
Nice and spicy! Eat
So for the higher tier patrons, at the beginning, obviously, I'll talk about, I think I had to set up where I'll thank, like, the, whatever, like the second tier patrons. Because obviously they do donate more, and it does help out the stream more. And then the thing I had for a higher... I think the third highest, which is really the only third tier I have on the Patreon, it's a direct shout out. Like, at the beginning of the stream, thanking them for helping support the stream. Which I know, I can already tell, that's going to be something that will be used against me with usernames, but there is one final tier on the Patreon, but I put there that kind of as a joke. I think it's $50 a month, and it was just like, hey, I didn't ever think anyone would ever pledge $50 a month, so thank you for doing so. But that's kind of put up there as a joke one. I don't expect people to do that. We have found the sword. We got this discarded blade. Let me read this. Long old blade. Okay. Oops, I took it out. When did the two children use the sword? Huh. They snuck off. Is it sneaked or should it be snuck here? I don't know. He and his friend sneaked off. I guess either work. I guess technically, I assume sneaked off would be better here than snuck off. Obtained two identical swords that they'd discarded. Finest of blades were made there, but those two inferior makes, so those two children. They mocked for not being able to hoard swords by hair-smiths and for using junk. I say, as long as it can slay foes in battle, it's a good blade. In the world born bearing gold and jade, nor does the battlefield distinguish between the noble and the lowly. And of course, a fancy sword with all sorts of decorations on it add meaningless weight, and it makes you a target. Have you ever been on the battlefield? I am no samurai. No, I have not. Go with I am no samurai, because I've been on a battlefield, kind of. Not really like a war. Maybe. We don't know what goes on in the previous worlds the travelers have been through. Not sought out a master despite your abilities. Folly. You should. One strike, and one strike only, is all it takes for someone to fall, whether they be a mighty general or a lowly Ashigaru. But I cannot die. No matter how many swordsmen or ronin came to challenge me, I was never defeated. Those who were only swordsmen in name, they fled, or they were all cut down. Haha! You were the only one who's managed to defeat me. Curses! Curses. How did I lose? Because I quick swapped between a bunch of different characters and I used pyro reactions and you were doomed from the start. Curses, curses, curses. I'm not gonna yell. Again. We will go again. I will not lose this time. You say so, bro. I'm ready. Yep, let's do this. You're ready to lose. And you said this before, Ichika Desetsu, cut them down. How many blows will I withstand? I'd say a decent few. This is cool. It is a reused cutscene, but this is cool. I'd much rather this be part of a cinematic kind of like story voice thing, because this looks really cool. Nice use of the cinematic frame.
Let me try my blade.
No, my sword!
Take this!
Yeah, nice use there. I got energy recharge here.
Out of the frying pan,
Let's light it up! Time to act.
Actually, I could probably just do this to get that.
Witness
Yep.
the power of good one. I'm going in!
you're toast! Nice and spicy.
Now you're just gonna get vaporized this entire time.
You win this battle.
Yep. Same result as last time. You just can't win, bro. I've got the power of the national team. Yep, defeated again. I told you, I'm a traveler. All true masters hide themselves, their true selves like this. Never mind, I should not pry. It's been so long since I've been this fulfilled, discarding all pointless thought and giving myself over to the blade. How strange, my body remembers this refreshing feeling as well. Almost like I could gain acceptance of everything in this world when I was wielding my sword, when my all was focused on winning victory. Yes, that's right. I once wielded this sword to sunder many armored bodies. I remember how I felt then. War and honor could all be gained by the sword. As long as I had the last laugh at the end of the raging battle, what did anything else matter? The victor goes the spoils. The spoils the glory. So I had such moments of much satisfaction in my time, did I? And I was crowned with honor, acknowledged by my superiors, when the wine flowed freely. Wine. Wine. How could I forget the wine I drank under the moonlight with my companions? I missed that taste. Where did you drink? I remember they were inside a great encampment. Men and dressed in armor were all around us. We said something then. No, I can't remember it. Perhaps you'll remember if you drink the same wine. You'll help me? I can. I'm in your debt. Perhaps I shall indeed remember my past if I drink the same wine I did back then. Well, armored and armed men. You mean soldiers from an army camp? If we head east from here, we'll reach some land that's mostly flat. Maybe that's where the camp is. I feel like I've opened up a can of worms. Because I definitely thought that this quest would be over once we did that. Oh well. So we finish this all up nicely. Now, I wonder how we get these thunder crystals. I'll look it up. Actually, let me check here. Oh, doesn't say. I'll look it up. But either way, we're gonna be ending the stream here. How many need? I need 1,000, so I have 1680 to spell. So, what should I buy? What can I buy with these? It's 180 for each one of these. So if I do some math, not mentally, because I don't want to think about that, I can buy 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's only 6 of them. Perfect, so I can clear all these out. Got a lot of Shavada ice. Because I don't have cryo characters to upgrade. And then, let's get the wit. How much would this run us? 300. We still have enough, and how much would this run us? Another 300? It's almost like some would say it was designed so you would have enough to get all the rewards. Some might say. Apparently, we can only get these during the 4th part, Automaton Front, which means we'll have to put a pause on Beto. I might do these. See, the thing is, too, tomorrow, we will not be streaming Genshin. We will, in fact, get a bunch of these, too. We will not be streaming Genshin. We will be streaming Grand Blue, because the new event comes out, I believe. It should. Let me double check once more. I checked this morning. And August of the Dead should be starting tomorrow. Let me check exactly when. August of the Dead starts in 12 hours and 32 minutes, so it will start at 6 AM. Rise of the Beast is supposed to start later too. Cool. And they added in a new side story. Or an old side story, I guess. Maybe it's a new side story, who knows? August of the Dead. That event in Grand Blue tomorrow will be coming out, so that is what we will be doing. Even though I know we're right in the middle of a quest chain here. And actually, let me check this timer. And this last part will unlock tomorrow, so we'll be kind of breaking things up. But we should be back on Friday with the Genshin, because I think we'll be able to clear through this. I hope we'll be able to at least clear through the story in Grand Blue in one stream. And of course, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I thought we were a week ahead. Next week, of course, we'll have normal streams going on. But the week after that, there will be no streams. I will be leaving the 8th to go on vacation. And we will not have regular streams like this. There may be streams, but they'll be from my phone, and they'll be mobile games probably without commentary. So, don't plan on them. They probably won't happen anyway, but if they do happen, that's what they'll be. I've talked about this before. Make sure to I'll tweet on Twitter and see if I'm going live that week. So, once again, let me switch on over to the end. And I'm gonna keep Genshin running because, of course, I'm gonna do like my commissions and everything after I end the stream, because that's not exciting to watch. But while we're on this ending screen, I'll pull up the music. I won't pull up the ending music. I'll pull up a difference of the music and switch over to the ending. But just to go over this once more, I know I've talked about this so many times. The way this is going to work is... That sounds about right. The way this is going to work is that tomorrow, we're going to be doing Grand Blue Fantasy August with the Dead event. Hopefully, we finish that in one stream. That'll be Thursday. On Friday, hopefully, finishing Grand Blue, we will be back here in Genshin, doing more Thunder Sojourn and finishing this quest with Nameless. Sorry about that. Get a drink. I've been talking a lot. Talking more than I normally do. But yes, tomorrow, Thursday at 3 PM, same time, 3 PM EST, we'll be doing the August of the Dead event in Grand Blue Fantasy. Hopefully we finish that up in that stream. And the day after tomorrow, on Friday, we will be back in Genshin doing more Thunder Sojourn and finishing up this quest with Nameless. And that will hopefully continue on to Saturday. If not, it'll be 2 Grand Blue streams, Thursday and Friday, and then back to Genshin on Saturday. If the schedule does go as planned, we will be doing Grand Blue tomorrow, and then we will be doing Genshin on Friday, and then Saturday I think we'll do Minecraft. It's been a while since we've done a Minecraft stream. We'll go back and do some Minecraft. Then of course we do not stream on Sunday, and then we go into next week on Monday. And, you know, I haven't decided quite what we're gonna do next week. You know, I try to lead up to see where the rest of the week is going. I don't want to plan out too far ahead, because what if something changes? But the week after next week, alright, so today's the 28th, next week will be the 1st, I believe. I believe it will be the 1st. Yes, I believe it'll be the 1st. The 1st of August. That week will be normal. That week should be normal. From Monday to Saturday, normal streams. Next week. The week after that, 2 weeks from now, there will not be any streams. At least not any, like, typical standard streams like we're seeing right now. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll tweet to see if I'm gonna do any sort of live stream. It'll be some gacha game, like mobile game stream. Probably without commentary. It's not gonna look great. It's gonna look weird. It's not gonna be the same standard that these normal streams are. It'll be very rough. The beginning and the end will be very abrupt. It'll be very scuffed. But, just to reiterate, that's not next week, that is 2 weeks from now. And there might not be any streams at all, depending on how things work out with timing. So, if I do go live, I will be tweeting out on Twitter. So, even if you don't follow me, I'd recommend following now so you don't forget. I'll talk about this more next week. I just want to bring it up because we were shifting up the schedule a little bit with the new Grand Blue event, so I thought it'd be a good time to talk about the schedule. I'll talk about it more probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week because I'll be sooner. But make sure, and just in general, follow the Twitter. You know, I tweet out when I go live. If you follow me on Twitch, you already know. But in addition to that, if there are any delays or any problems or any cancellations, that'll be the place to go. That's why I have it linked up on my About page. It's why there's a banner and a link for it on the About page. That's the way I'll be saying whether or not we'll be live, if there are any delays, or if there are any cancellations. So just make sure to follow there. And that's all I really wanted to say. Just one last final time. Tomorrow we will not be playing Genshin Impact. We will be playing Grand Blue Fantasy, the August of the Dead event at 3 PM EST. So with that out of all the way, I will mute myself, I'll shut up, and I will see you all tomorrow. I finally get to play the game in peace.